Blake Savvy Kingman ran better than his price suggested he would last time out. Is he an improving horse?
Yes, I think so, Ed. I think he had some excuses at all three of his runs prior to the start that I got on him. We were able to get a nice run in transit, really have no excuses for the horse, and he performed well. I could say the only excuse was just he was a little bit green in the straight, but aside from that, he did everything right and he ran a credible race.
So is he still learning his craft as well?
Yes, 100%. He's quite a big horse, and he's just still learning how to use himself in terms of his action and put his feet down. But I like the feel he gives me. I think he's a progressive horse. I think he's going to win his share of races in Hong Kong, and hopefully he can do it tomorrow night.
So what do you make of his hopes then? First time at the Valley and drawn slightly awkwardly in 10?
Yeah, 100%. He's drawn awkward and first run around Happy Valley. So it is going to be interesting for the horse. He's going to need a good ride from myself and need the cards to fall our way. It's an even field. I think he's one of the chances in the race. Certainly capable of winning, but we just need a little bit of luck go our way.
You've already had a winner this week too as well. Congratulations with Zone D.
Yeah, thanks, mate. It was a great result to get that winner aboard Zone D for Mrs. Size. Good opportunity for myself, and glad to deliver, and hopefully we can keep the winners going into tomorrow night.
Paul, Kung Fu Master Panda, well done on getting him to break his maiden last time out. Everything turned out perfectly for him in that race, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Probably the drop in grade certainly was a help to him, but he was pretty dominant in the finish, so he goes up in class. He's got a good draw. Whether he's going to cut it in 4, hopefully he will.
He's been competitive in 4 without winning. Now that he's got that win under his belt, could he go on with it?
Yeah, well, I think tomorrow, Wednesday night's going to answer a lot of those questions, but hopefully he can. And as I say, he was very dominant, and he's going to get the right run from the barrier.
You took over the training of the horse for the start of this season. Do you feel you've got the best out of him?
Probably, as he's got fitter and he's got to 2,000 metres, that's ideal for him. The 1,800, it's not a huge drop back, but he would be better going 22 than back to 18.
And what about going to the Valley as well?
Yeah, well, he's pretty experienced horse. He's been around for a while, and he's got the gate to help him.
Spontaneous Paul, a terrific effort to get him to win first up from a long break. He must have taken a lot of satisfaction out of that win.
Yeah, he had quite a bad tendon injury, and the owner was very patient. We gave him probably 10 months off racing, and again he was aided by a good draw, but he showed gate speed and pretty gritty in the finish.
How's he come through that race?
He's come through it very well. He's got a good constitution, and touch wood, he's sound at the moment. So barrier 6 is sort of neither wide nor in, but if he can just sort of fly the lids and take up a prominent position, he should be competitive again.
Looking at his record as well, prior to coming over here, he was with Lance in New Zealand. Is he a horse that's always shown your family a bit of ability?
He's pretty impressive in the trials. We gave him 4 runs in his first season, all at Sha Tin, and was disappointing. Maybe the track of the Valley the other night certainly had the sting out of it, and that probably made all the difference to him.
Zach SAVAQUIN, you won on him last time out. That looked pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it was. They set it up in the first quarter of the race when they went out as hard as they did. Just allowed him to relax and get into his rhythm and just come around him.
So apart from Sunny Star, he meets a very similar field this time out. Do you think he can win again here?
Yeah, I hope so. He's obviously a horse that's improving, and he's in good form. He's drawn a bit awkward again, but hopefully it's just an evenly run race and we get our chance.
So he's won his last couple in a row. He is entered for the Derby. Is he good enough for that level this year, do you think?
Possibly. He gives the impression that he can run the distance. That's a big asset. So I'll let the connections work that one out.
A ride here for John Size as well too. You've only had 4 rides for him this season, but obviously Joe Moreira suspended for Wednesday night. Is this a case of just filling in for Joe, or would you like to get support on a more regular basis from John?
Yeah, well, it's always hard for John and I to sort of work together because he's so late at entering his horses and putting them in races, so it makes it a little bit difficult. But obviously when the circumstances are there and it permits, and yeah, of course, every jockey would like to ride for him, and I'm no different. It's nice to have his support, and hopefully I can get some more.